Hey everybody, this is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good-looking friends. Where do I start? I start with the VIP box at the Beyonce concert with Kris Jenner, Jay-Z, and Offset, just being A-list celebrities all hanging out, not having to try so hard. You folks are on another publicity campaign, the saturation of the media between Doria being a super fan of the Jenners and Kardashians and Meghan shaking her tail feather. I'm sure Meghan blamed Harry once again for the failed attempt to make it look like they were somewhat happy and enjoying themselves. We all know that this was completely staged and set up by their PR team. It's just so sad that this couple had to clap back at every single little piece of criticism, such as showing proof that they were at the Beyonce concert when we all know that Meghan didn't go to a Taylor Swift concert and was called out for it. I honestly feel like this is how the public feels right now. Stop forcing yourselves onto the public because it is getting to a point where it feels like harassment. I wake up today and the first thing that hits my news feed is this. Like, who cares about him being at a soccer game? Honestly, this is such a public nuisance. And then you realize that what's going on here is to try and rebrand Prince Harry's image because of the Netflix failure. According to Barkjack on Twitter, this is all part of a campaign that's being pushed out. And as you can see in the second tweet, they say their online support network, which is entirely misleading, has been in overdrive, attempting to trend their self-made hashtag #GoodKingH and to compliment her dancing. They're also flooding the internet with clips of the pair looking happier than what hit the press. Obviously, this is so forced and so fake, and it's not working. Like, seriously, what a waste of money having all these outlets report on the mere fact that he showed up to a soccer game with other celebrities. As you can see here, they really are pushing Harry down into the celebrity world, not so much being a royal anymore, and it's not working. People still don't like Prince Harry. And it makes the LA crowd look that much more superficial, thirsty, and attention-seeking to have themselves either close to this so-called loser prince just because he has money and who his family is, not because he has any kind of talent or gives any kind of value back to society aside from grifting off of it. Here is what one brown-nosing sportscaster had to say about Prince Harry. I almost wanted to vomit.
Just for you. That's Prince Harry, you legend. Everyone be quiet. Prince Harry, come find me. If you can see me, come find me. We need to talk.
Well, while he's talking to Will Ferrell, something you didn't do.
Will, tell him to come.
Do you feel more at home now?
I do.
Could you imagine if Prince Harry came to the desk? What would you do? Nothing.
Pee his pants.
Nothing.
I've seen him before. I've seen him before.
Like, I don't get it. Why are people so starstruck seeing this guy? How exhausting do you think it is for Prince Harry's PR people who have to keep spinning out narratives? So after Prince Harry was looking miserable at the Beyonce concert, figure to get some good shots of him laughing and having fun or pretending to having some kind of fun at this soccer game. I just don't get why they continue to keep trying so hard. And what's really irritating about this is that Prince Harry is there on a specific mission to improve his image. Forget about taking his son Archie to see a soccer game to have some fun. I mean, that poor kid, wherever he may be, is missing out on so much. And it's completely selfish of him and his stupid idiot wife who think about only themselves. And that just shows how narcissistic and disgusting these two are. And here's the thing that they keep missing is that nobody cares to see this selfish, entitled, spoiled brat shove his privilege in front of everybody's faces. Like being in a box at the Beyonce concert doesn't make you cool. In fact, you look like losers because everybody who was anybody was down on the floor having fun with the regular people.
Harry, one message for Messi, one message only.
This guy is such a nobody, walking around with his bodyguards, acting all important. You know, it's kind of funny when you look at the roster of celebrities that were there and you see Prince Harry's name and there's no title or job function that he has listed next to it. It really does make him look like such a big fat loser. It's even more comical that Meghan Markle's name is there and it doesn't have any type of title. At least put former actress from Suits. I think one thing that brings it back to reality about Hollywood not giving two shits about this guy is watch this interaction between Brooklyn Beckham and Prince Harry. As you can see, Brooklyn doesn't even give him the time of day, and Prince Harry's walking there all arrogant, waving, and like as if he's too good with his bodyguards walking past him. Like, who does Prince Harry think he is? Like, he looks like such a fool here. And you can tell that Prince Harry did care to see if Brooklyn would turn around and watch him. You see, the problem with this idiot is that he's surrounded by people that he's paying. So they're not going to tell him anything negatively. They're not going to tell him the truth, that people don't like him and don't care for him. They're going to yes man him to death. And that's why he's so disconnected to the reality. And the more and more he does this, the more and more disgusted people are getting with having him being shoved in our faces. Like whoever his PR team is, and we know that it's not WME, it's really WME representing Meghan, but the people managing Prince Harry's image is not really reading the room, or they are reading the room and don't care and that are taking his money, which is what I think is really going on. And in any case, like, Harry, you look like a shit parent. You went to the Super Bowl, didn't bother to take your son. You're going to see a soccer game that's in your town. You couldn't bring Archie to get exposed to some of this action. Quite frankly, I think it's a cover-up because he's a shit parent. Does he spend time with them? It doesn't seem like it since he's away all the time. Will Archie and little Betty be going to Invictus? I doubt it. I certainly don't believe that Harry and his wife are taking care of these kids in the manner that they should be and raising them in a healthy home environment. The fact that Harry is away all the time and experiencing and living life to his fullest, and the kids are nowhere to be found, just shows to me that he is not making them a priority. I personally believe the reason why we don't see Meghan and these two invisible children is because she's embarrassed by them, because they look more like the Markles than the cute-looking, beautiful children that William and Catherine have. And we all know that Meghan has a complex and compares herself or tries to compete and be better than that couple, but failing on all cylinders. She knows that she is going to get scrutinized as a mother because she's not actively doing her job. In my opinion, these kids are nowhere to be seen, and I feel actually really sorry for them if they do exist. I guess maybe it's a benefit if they're being raised by nannies that they're not being brought up. Harry really are a drain on society and offer nothing to the world, and I truly feel sorry. If there are children involved here, they literally hit the jackpot for the worst parents that ever existed. Just my opinion. We could chalk up today's publicity stunt for Harry as a way to get people to not be talking about the Netflix flop. I don't see how they can continue to keep doing this. It's just so exhausting. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Look over here, but not over there type of thing. And it's still another way to stay in people's faces and appear to be relevant. That's what I conclude this to be. Anyhow, this video was more of a rant. Like, I wish these two could just read the room. No matter what you do at this moment, Harry and Meghan, it's not going to change the fact that people don't like you and see you for who you are. You trashed your family, you lied, and you can't be trusted. Why would anyone want to be associated or deal with these two is beyond me. And the fact that they keep forcing themselves onto the public with all these puff pieces. No, we're not going to like you anymore when you continue to keep doing this. It just makes you look sad, desperate, and pathetic. So just stop asking. Please just stop, because right now, this is harassment. And I believe that they are now hurting people's mental health with all this gaslighting that they're doing. I know that so many of you are sick and tired of it. I am equally as well. And we will continue to keep calling out because they ultimately want people to forget what they did. And I'm sorry, that's not going to happen here. But what do you guys think? Definitely leave your thoughts below. As always, you know that I will be back with more content. But until then, please be safe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
It was such a fraud.